Hello, children. Today we are going to take up a beautiful poem written by Robert Frost. The name of this poem is The Road Not Taken, and it gives the message that the choice or the choices that we make decide the success or the failure of an individual. Man is a choice making animal. Man is a bundle of choices. From birth to death, he makes many choices. When we make choices, we have to think and we have to make good choices. Then only our life becomes a great success. That is what the message this poem gives. Let us try to understand the poem. First of all, I would like to read the poem for you. The Road Not Taken by Robert Frost. Two roads diverged in a yellow wood, and sorry I could not travel both. And be one traveller, long I stood and looked down one as far as I could, to where it bent in the undergrowth. Then took the other, just as fair, and having perhaps the better claim, because it was grassy and wanted wear. Though as for that the passing there had warned them really about the same, and both that morning equally lay in leaves, no step had trodden black. Oh, I kept the first for another day, yet knowing how way leads on to way, I doubted if I should ever come back. I shall be telling this with a sigh, somewhere ages and ages hence. Two roads diverged in a yellow wood, and I took the one less travelled by, and that has made all the difference. That is what the poem is all about. In this poem, the first stanza, two roads diverged in a yellow wood. Two roads got bifurcated, isn't it, in a yellow forest. The poet was traveling through a yellow forest and he came to the point where the road was divided into two, isn't it? He came to the point where the road was diverged into two. He came to a crossroads. He came to a square where the road was divided into two. And sorry, I could not travel both. I means the poet. The poet could not use both the roads at the same time because he was only one traveler. Why? Long I stood and looked down one as far as I could. So I means the poet Robert Frost. So he was standing there, isn't it? The point where, isn't it, the road got bifurcated into two. So he stood there for a long time. He looked at the first one. It was covered with, isn't it, undergrowth, isn't it, dense growth of plants and bushes. Undergrowth means dense growth of plants and bushes. He observed the first road, and then he could understand it was covered with the bushes, isn't it, plants. Then took the other just as fair. So second road also he observed, standing there for a long time. The second road also appeared equally good for the poet that morning, isn't it? Why, isn't it? The second road appeared better because it was covered fully with grass, it was covered with leaves, and nobody traveled through the second road. That is what the poet could observe as far as the second road was concerned. He looked at the first road and he saw that the road was covered with grass and plants. He looked at the second road. The second road, isn't it, was also covered with leaves, and he could also understand one more thing about the second road. What was that? The second road was not at all used by anybody that day, isn't it? Not at all used by many people, isn't it? When compared to the first road, the second road was not used by many people. That's what the poet could understand. And finally, isn't it? And both means both the roads that morning equally lay in leaves, no step had trodden black. That morning both the roads, first road and second road, isn't it, nobody used. Second road, isn't it, was not at all used by many people, but that day no road was used. These two roads, isn't it, nobody used these two roads. Why? Because, isn't it, the leaves were there, isn't it, the leaves did not turn black because of being trodden. I kept the first for another day. The poet started thinking. He left the second road and he took the second. His choice was second road. Which road did he choose? Second road did he choose. Why? Because, isn't it, the first road was used by many people, traveled by many people, frequented by many people. Second road was not at all used by many people. That's why he took the second road, thinking that he would be using some other day. He would be coming there some other day and use the first road. So, I kept the first for another day, yet knowing how way leads to way, I doubted if I should ever come back. So, he was in a doubtful mind that he would not be coming to the same point and using the first road some other day. In spite of having that doubt, he thought that, isn't it, he would use the first road some other day. Let me go this way first. That's how he chose. He selected second road. Which road? Second road he selected. And then the last stanza, very important. I shall be telling this with a sigh. So in future, the poet says, in future, after a long time, after ages and ages, after a long time in future, he would be telling everybody his experience of selecting the second road when he was traveling through a yellow forest. He would be telling with a sigh. He would be telling with a sigh that, isn't it, once upon a time when he was going through a yellow forest, he came to the spot where the road was divided into two and he selected second road, which was not used by many people, and that made a lot of difference. That was responsible. That choice, that decision was responsible for the success of his life. Because of selecting that difficult road, which was not used by many people, isn't it, he became successful in his life. So this road can be understood as career. As a career. Which career did he choose? He wanted to become a poet. It was difficult and he chose that, and that decision made all the difference in his life. I want you to read the poem so that you'll understand it better. Thank you, children.